Yo, 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 test, 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 test. See if it's working, man. All right, sound like we got action.
It's 12 o'clock.
Jew, what's happening? What's happening? Judah Morrison in the building. You watched that Nokia video, my boy. What you think about it? Okay, we got action. I'm just making sure we got action, man. My bad. It's my first time streaming in a minute, man, because I've been having trouble. I'm trying to make sure my Wi-Fi ain't tripping. Everything flowing smooth, man. But we finna react to this rapaholicz video, man. Drake disses Kendrick in the Nokia music video. I did a reaction to the first time hearing that Nokia or seeing the video. I wasn't feeling that shit at all, my boy. I can't even front. But then niggas on TikTok, you know, they glazing Drake and, you know, crying for him and shit like they know him and shit like that, man. These niggas crazy, bro. I don't understand it. But anyway, man, we finna get into it, man. Let's go ahead and set it off, man. Y'all hit the like, share, man. Let me know everything good. Subscribe too if you ain't.
Lobbies and Gentlegrams, April Fools to your favorite tool. Toronto's Teenage Fever Mutant Turtle, the teary-eyed tender Tinkerbell of trap music, the Taylor Swift Tyra Banks twin, Lobby the lullaby limp ladylike lawsuit slanging sexy red stunt double is back.
God
with
damn.
beautifully...
Whoa. This nigga just snapped. He roasted the shit out of Drake. Quick. God damn. He ain't give my boy no time to say nothing. Let's run it
of
back.
trap music, the Taylor Swift Tyra Banks twin, Lobby the lullaby limp ladylike lawsuit slanging sexy red stunt double is back. With beautifully bleak, blasphemous, basic, buzzkill, butchered music videos to be specific, to bombard the boundaries of the battle rap behemoth, the baby of Kenny Duckworth, the short-statured, sharpshooting assassin, King Kung Fu Kenny. Now, if I end up titling this video something along the lines of Drake destroyed Kendrick with this new video, then let me just say in advance, April mother effing fools to all you crazy Toronto tools. Cause all this music video did was show us that Drake is obsessed with the man who defeated him. This is the sexy red stunt double Stockholm syndrome at its finest. You know, Drake talks about starting from the bottom, but now he is stealing from the top dog to be more specific. This song is called Nokia, but it should be called Not Like Us, but I'm trying. Like, Drake really saw the Not Like Us music video and said, let me make I'm Kinda Like You. Like, the whole world's chanting A minor, but Drake is like, let me take a major page out of Kendrick's notebook with this Nokia music.
Exactly what that video was. I'm Not Like Us. Kendrick got Not Like Us. Drake got I'm Kinda Like You. That shit funny. He ain't lying, bro.
It's called Nokia, but it should be called Not Like Us, but I'm trying. Like, Drake really saw the Not Like Us music video and said, let me make I'm Kinda Like You. Like, the whole world's chanting A minor, but Drake is like, let me take a major page out of Kendrick's notebook with this Nokia music video. So, Lobbies and Gentlegrams, we're gonna break down the entire music video, frame by frame, lane by lane, and show you how Drake completely ripped off Kendrick's game. First, like and subscribe so every time you log into YouTube, you see that beautiful rapaholicz name. Now, this guy just can't stop. You know, I suggest you watch my video called Drake Steals and Spirals with New Album because the whole rollout for this project, everything about this project is just Drake stealing from other artists, alright? If he's not stealing Party Next Door's bars, which, by the way, I mean, the one song that they're putting money behind and campaigning, Nokia, obviously Party Next Door is not on it. Send that man back to the sweatshop while you collect all the clout off your collab tape with him. Steal his hook.
Yeah, that was shady as hell for Drake to do that shit. He could have been dropped some music with Party and shit. He been stalling old boy for so long, man. He just using cuz, man, for real. And then he ain't even let homeboy in the video. He could have been in there just chilling or something, you know what I'm saying? Cause Drake wasn't doing shit spectacular in the video. No way, man. He could have let Oh boy, get a little light in that
Steal
shit.
his whole sound. I mean, The Weeknd won't let you do it. You might as well let Party Next Door get all his party music stolen. Then, I mean, the album cover was stolen from a local Toronto artist who shot a music video right behind the same towers on that album cover, and Party Next Door reached out to him saying he's a big fan, he wants to work with him. Next thing you know, they're jacking his whole aesthetic. And I'm not saying, you know, one artist owns those two buildings, but it's not just that. This album's called Some Sexy Sleepy Love Songs, and it's written like, as an acronym, $3. You know who else had an album that was titled $3? Freddie Gibbs 2 years ago. But hold on, wait, his whole aesthetic was different, right? Like, he had those cartoon rabbits all over his album cover, all over his music.
I ain't gonna lie, it be blatant disrespectful thievery going on with Drake, and niggas act like they don't see that shit, and they just keep letting that shit slide, bro. He definitely ripped on Freddie Gibbs shit off. Blatantly did it, bro. Ain't no doubt about it, man. Y'all come here, y'all hit the like for your boy, man. We trying to get back on this live action, man, because YouTube been playing with my channel, bro. They been, whatever you do, I'm going to tell you right now, if you got a YouTube channel, bro, don't do no shorts, and don't let one of them shorts go viral, because it's going to screw up your whole channel, bro. They messed up my views so bad. One video went viral, got like 1 million views. They shut my shit down, like, god damn, bro. They ain't letting nigga get no views on my long form shit at all. They ain't even putting it out on thing. I can't even find them. That's the crazy part. I can't even see my own shit on there. So I know ain't nobody else seeing it. But whatever you do, if you're doing YouTube, do not make no shorts, and don't let one of them shorts. If you do, don't let one of them go viral, because it's gonna mess you up, bro, real bad. Facts. But let's keep going, man. I just had to get that off my chest.
Videos. Yeah, well, right as Labrie releases this Nokia music video where he's copying every frame from Kendrick's Not Like Us music video, he also releases new merch for this album with cartoon rabbits and $3 signs all across the hoodie. So this album really shouldn't have been called Some Sexy Sleepy Songs for You. It should have been called Some Sleepy Stolen Songs for You. But anyways, let's get into this Not Like Us knockoff Nokia music video breakdown. So the thing starts off with a shot of the OV-Ho owl replacing the A in IMAX, implying that this thing was shot in IMAX. Basically, that's like a high quality version of filming something meant for like movie theater projections. I'm not sure why he filmed this in IMAX. If he's going to start playing this Not Like Us Part 2 music video in actual movie theaters, maybe there's like a
that was a waste
mini movie.
That was a waste of goddamn money for him to make this shit IMAX, because I don't see the point of it. When niggas watching that shit on their phones, on their, you know, on their TVs at the house, no need for no IMAX. That was just a waste of money. I guess he was trying to play that shit like something to make it grand, you know what I'm saying? But it had the opposite effect to me, if you ask me.
That's going to accompany the music video that we'll get in the future. I don't know. I mean, if not, then it was kind of pointless to shoot this thing in IMAX. It's not really a movie. There's no real narrative to it at all, right? It's just a knockoff of Not Like Us. It's all filmed in black and white. And with this song being so nostalgic and reminiscent to that, you know, 90s era where Nokias were the biggest phones, you'd think, you know, this video would have more callbacks to that era, tap into that nostalgic feel. No, instead, he just ripped off Kendrick's whole aesthetic. He's definitely ready for round 2 here. And so the first shot we get in the music video already knocking off Kendrick's N95 music video. So basically, Drake is ripping off 3 things here from Kendrick: his N95 music video, his Not Like Us music video, and his Super Bowl halftime performance. We're going to break all of it down. But look at this shot here, right?
I guess he said the black and white from the N95 video, because there was a lot of that was in black and white. That might be a reach. That might be a reach. But definitely the other shit from Not Like Us and the beginning of Not Like Us, Squabble Up, he definitely, and the Super Bowl, he definitely stole that shit. Like, and they saying he trolling. Bro, that's why, man. He need to lead it. He need to get further away from this Drake, this Kendrick shit as possible, my nigga. For real, bro. Ain't no sense in even why. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. He just looking so more and more like a loser, bro.
It opens up with Drake behind the OV-Ho Sound record label logo. Here is Labrie's shot, and here's the long-ranging, sharp-shooting, short-statured assassin shot in the N95 music video.
Yeah, that's a reach.
In the next shot, you see Drake doing a handshake with someone, and doesn't this look eerily similar to Kendrick doing a handshake with Dave Free in the Not Like Us music video? I mean, this is like damn near the exact same handshake. And we know, I mean, obviously, Drake accused Dave Free of impregnating Kendrick's fiance, and Kendrick raising Dave Free's child with his fiance. So Kendrick had both Dave Free and Whitney in the Not Like Us music video as an FU to Drake,
Y'all
show him that
follow
all
my
that
boy,
BS in Family Matters
Sharpshooter
was
Jew on
complete
this
cap.
bitch, too.
And Dave Free is the creative director of PG Lang. He does the visuals behind a lot of Kendrick music videos, the Super Bowl, etc. And this whole Nokia music video is basically biting the visuals that PG Lang has produced for many different projects over the last few months. Obviously, the Super Bowl and Not Like Us. And it's funny because I also noticed on Drake's Australia tour, all of his outfits were like a horrible knockoff of what Kanye West has been wearing lately. Not the, you know, that costume there, the kid.
That nigga look like Jane, what her name is? Not Jane Fonda. Let's Get Physical. I can't think of the name of that. Olivia Newton-John on that Australian video with his jogging pants tucked in his warm leg warmings and shit, leggings and shit. That shit look crazy, bro. That shit look weird as hell. What you
Kardashian, Kanye,
expect?
KK, you know, the rest costume. Not that one, but the baggy pants, the charcoal black aesthetic, the chunky boots. But it's funny because Drake did it so poorly that Kanye West literally tweeted out saying that it was embarrassing that Drake was representing North American hip hop in Australia with outfits like that. But yeah, biting all around. And you'll see an outfit that he wears later in the music videos, the exact same thing Kendrick wore in the Not Like Us music video. So let's keep it going. Oh, it actually comes up right now. He couldn't even wait until the middle of the music video to start biting Kendrick. So basically, the Not Like Us music video starts off with Kendrick previewing, at that time, the unreleased song Squabble Up, where he's walking through this dark hallway, flashing lights, and he's got this designer scarf wrapped around his head. Now, in the Nokia music video, Drake is also walking down a black and white hallway with a designer scarf wrapped around his head. Does it look familiar at all? And the thing that's going on in the background here is the Nokia mobile game. I believe it's called Snake. So at least he's paying some sort of homage to, you know, Nokia's. But obviously it's also meant to represent, you know,
now,
all
dog.
the snakes slithering around him. Someone's got to remind the boy, it wasn't a 20v1, it was a 1v20 with all the Ghost Riders he has. But let's keep it going. So the next shot you have is Drake surrounded by a bunch of women who are wearing these carnival outfits, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. They got like peacock feathers tied to their back.
I like that
guess
shot.
That's
That
meant
shot
to
was
represent,
hard,
you know, birds,
front.
like what is the owl, bird guys and bird girls. But it's also very similar to this exact same shot in Not Like Us, where Kendrick is surrounded by a bunch of people outside the Compton courthouse. But obviously,
I think that's kind of a reach too right there. I can't even front. They might be reaching with that one.
Kendrick does it. He's surrounded by, you know, a bunch of people from his hometown. Showing Drake he gets a lot more love in his city than Drake does. And of course, Drake is surrounded by a bunch of half-naked women. Because the whole defense of this mediocre, sleepy lullaby love song album was that the critics wouldn't understand it. It was made for the women. The songs were for women. If you don't get women, you won't get this music. Drake is talking about, if I lose my spot at the top, you know, are women going to be in the strip club twerking with dictionaries to try to understand Kendrick's double entendres? Like, I make music for the women. So while Drake is surrounded by a bunch of half-naked women, Kendrick is surrounded by a bunch of people from...
Most women don't like this shit either, though. I can't even lie to you, bro. I've been seeing a lot of that shit, especially on like Twitter and TikTok. A lot of women ain't rocking with this shit either, man. That shit just was dreary and like, I expected him. He need to get past this shit, bro. The best thing for him to do is to start rapping and going hard. You know what I'm saying? Hard shit, not this soft shit. But I get what he's trying to do. He's trying to appeal to his white fans and his, you know, non-black, real, true black fans. You know what I'm saying? Because most niggas ain't fucking with him. I can't even front. Most niggas ain't fucking with him right now.
Hometown celebrating him. Hey, and then look at this. This might be a reach, but in the N95 music video, Kendrick is at a piano, and you get this upward shot of two women looking kind of over him. And then in the Drake music video, we see a very similar camera position where a woman is looking over him as Drake is surrounded by iconic buildings from Ontario. So you have the two towers there that were on the Sexy Sleepy Love Song album cover, and you got the CN Tower right next to Drake. Oh, and before we get any further, when he's doing that handshake, is that Tupac ring that Kendrick was talking about? You know, the one that Drake bought at the auction that Kendrick said he wants back after Drake did that, you know, horrible diss track with the Tupac AI vocals? Anyways, regardless of what it is, you know he watched that Squabble Up music video and saw that book, How to Be More Like Kendrick for Dummies. Drake also picked an interesting day to release this music video because 26 years ago today, on the day it was released, The Matrix was also released, probably shot on IMAX as well. And we know that on Gimme a Hug, Drake compares himself to Neo in the Matrix, trying to, you know, fight the machine, fight the Matrix, while he compares all of his other peers in the rap game to Nemo in the ocean, basically, you know, lost fish. So let's keep going on with this music video, but first, Lawbreeze and Gentlegrams, I want to tell you guys about something that, unlike Drake, a bunch of you guys have been telling me you've been, Anita Max, winning some free cash from playing mobile games. So I want to put all you guys on something that almost seems too so it seems like this little part of the music video was supposed to be an homage to, you know, his city, Toronto, which is nice to see, you know, but unfortunately, even when Drake puts on his city, like, you know, collaborating with Party Next Door.
If anything, he should have been outside showing, you know, if he trying to troll Kendrick or, you know, show some kind of, he should have been in Toronto letting with the city and, you know, showing the people rocking with him and shit. Not no shit like this. Like this took away from the song. I don't like the song either, but just being smart and realistically, he should have been outside in the city and had his hometown showing love to him and shit, same way like Kendrick did. If he gonna, you know, try to mock him or troll him or whatever, but this just blatant copying, if you ask me though.
He leaves him off the biggest song off the album and doesn't even feature him in the music video, so you completely forget that Party Next Door was even associated with this project to begin with. But you most definitely don't forget the Kendrick association throughout this entire music video, so let's keep going on. So we get into the chorus of the song, which, on a side note, the song is listed as a solo Drake song. I'm sure this guy's credited in, you know, the songwriter credits and all that, but this song is most definitely a collaboration.
I don't think Drake got no solo written songs, if you ask me. Over Your Hush be on most of them damn songs, bro. Facts.
Drake and some other artist who is doing the hook on both beats, because there's a beat switch, right? The first one is like, is it Keisha? Is it Akadidi? Like, there's that whole chorus, and then on the second part, the second beat switch, you get like the baby girl, let me see you do a dance and twirl. That's not Drake singing either of those parts, and it's not a sample either. That's like a whole guest feature that he just didn't credit on the song. And he's also not crediting PG Lang for the inspiration behind the music video, but whatever. So the chorus kicks in. And for the first time, I believe, since his Hotline Bling music video, we actually get some choreography and some dancers in a Drake music video. Of course, he has to copy Not Like Us for this part, but it's refreshing to see some, you know, movement in a Drake music video. So you have him moving through this room with a bunch of dancers, and does this look familiar to you? Yeah, it might remind you of this. Make them richer, fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. Or maybe even this. But hey, the one thing I'll give to Drake is that regardless of what Kendrick scene it reminds you of, Kendrick is not making faces like this. Then you got the next scene, which is two women rollerblading down.
I ain't gonna lie, Drake be looking lame as hell. He do the corniest shit, bro. I be trying to look past that shit, because he can actually rap when he want to rap, man. But he just corny, bro. He just do some questionable shit, bro. I don't understand it. And his man and them be standing there letting him do this shit, bro. Man, but yes, man, if you got a real relationship with your boy, man, you gotta be able to say, cuz, that ain't it, my boy. Nah, I can't let you do that. It's like you letting your boy walk around with broccoli in his teeth, or, you know what I'm saying, some lint on his head and shit. That ain't your boy, man. You fake.
One long platform like that, which looks exactly like the two women dancing on the long platform stage that PG Lang designed for the pop-out concert. And now that I think about it, Drake's whole Anita Max Win Australian tour stage design was very similar to this pop-out concert. Like, it was one long, narrow stage that ripped through the entire arena. And then you got some of the most blatant biting. You have this, like, aerial shot of a bunch of these dancers on this white platform dancing. And this looks exactly like the dancers during Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl. Like, the alignment, the camera angle, everything. Then you got a shot of Drake dancing with a woman, and I don't know, to me this looks exactly like the vibe they were going for in the N95 music video. Let's look at them both back to back. Then you got an image of...
I think that's a reach, but again, this nigga just... Now the Super Bowl shit, that's definitely blatant biting right there. Ain't no question about that.
Exactly like the dancers during Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl. Like the alignment, the camera angle, everything. Then you got a shot of Drake dancing with a woman, and I don't know, to me this looks exactly like the vibe they were going for in the N95 music video. Let's look at them both back to back. Then you got an image of Drake wearing the LA Valley football sweater, which apparently are the rivals to the Compton College football team. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But Compton College was the first place Kendrick popped out at after this whole battle ensued. He did a speech at their graduation ceremony, and I believe Drake also wore a Compton College sweater and posted a selfie of him wearing it on Instagram with his duck lips after Kendrick did that speech. Now he's wearing the rival sweater. Then we get this shot of the dancers, which is exactly like the Not Like Us music video.
And the Super Bowl.
Then you got this shot of Drake next to the two ladies, which is exactly like Kendrick next to two ladies dancing during the pop-out concert. Then you got Canadian basketball player SGA.
Now this is the shit with the two ladies dancing and shit. I don't think that got nothing to do with the pop-out. I don't know. That could be a reach. But this right here, by having dude in here, just like the D Rose and then the Not Like Us video, definitely is a shout to that.
Making an appearance in the music video. SGA was traded from the LA team, the Clippers. Now he plays for OKC. So he's in the music video doing this. And now, doesn't that look awfully similar to D Rose in the Not Like Us music video? Same exact pose, same exact stare into the camera. And the parallels are kind of interesting. SGA.
I ain't gonna lie, Yachty was wilding when he did this Oprah shit. Oprah. Yeah. They be going too far. There's something up with them two dudes, man. I don't know. It's a bromance or something going on with them two fellas.
A Canadian and traded from the LA Clippers. D Rose actually played on the Canadian team, the Toronto Raptors, and was traded back to California. That's why Kendrick says, I'm glad D Rose came home. You guys didn't deserve him either. One California native, one Canadian native. Both of them played for California teams at one time. One of them traded from LA, who's making an appearance in Drake's music video. And one of them traded from Toronto back to California, making an appearance in Kendrick's music video. So you can see here, right? Like, these aren't just subtleties. These aren't just coincidences. Like, Drake is still taking this moment to ponder back on the beef. You would think, like, the one song he finally gets that's an actual organic hit that is completely removed from the beef, right? Because
a lot of people
thought the big hit off the album
would
be the song Give Me a Hug, where he talks about Kendrick, he disses Joe Budden, he disses basically everyone in the rap game, saying that if Drake is not at the top, girls will be twerking with a dictionary, things will be boring. That song didn't end up blowing up. It was this, organic, viral, catchy dance hit. Actually,
this shit wasn't viral, organic, not organically. They was definitely paying niggas to react to this shit on TikTok and shit, because I think I got a request to do a reaction or a short video to it for a few $100 if it gets so many likes and shit. But I can't do that kind of shit, man. Especially not in a song I don't fuck with.
Find this song, but he kind of just muddied it by making the entire moment about Kendrick and calling back to Not Like Us. Touch on that later. Let's keep going on with the music video. So then you get this shot of Drake, which, hey, looks a lot similar to the N95 music video, doesn't it? And I mean, aside from like all the Kendrick references, aside from the choreography, which was kind of refreshing to see in a Drake music video, like overall, this thing is so boring. Like, I don't want to sound like a hater, but it's like, it's so bland and soulless. Like, you had this whole vibrant, nostalgic feel to this song, and you choose.
Right, because that song was kind of upbeat, you know what I'm saying? Upbeat, dancing and shit. That's why I said he should have been outside in Toronto at the clubs or in front of them two buildings that's on the cover. Should have been out there with the people around him, showing that the city fuck with him, same way Kendrick did if he gonna do that. But this video was like some and what's the name of that movie where it was in black and white? It was like kind of drew up like a cartoon, and then like the blood spatter and shit was red. Everything like that was red, but the rest of it was in black and white. I can't think of the name of it. It's a dope ass movie though, but That's the kind of feel you get from this kind of shit, like some dark energy
this
shit.
black and white, very still heavy music video with just barely
Don't
anything
make
going on.
sense.
Like there's this whole part where, you know, Drake's second verse starts and he's just walking up and down a blimp that says, "Where's the function?" But it's like the blimp's not moving. Drake is just walking up and down. This is like a good 10 seconds of this music video where absolutely nothing is going on. And there's a bunch of different instances of this, but like
that one's
it's only
smart.
entertaining because all of those instances are so similar to different Kendrick music videos, are basically just like a cheap imitation of them. Then you got Drake texting on the Nokia flip phone and it says "baby girl." And I mean, this could be in reference to a lot of things, right? I mean, obviously, Kendrick implied that he's into the A minors, right? So, baby girl, you know what that means. But also on Meet the Grams, obviously, Kendrick starts off the third verse saying, "Dear baby girl," implying that Drake has a daughter. This is obviously Drake.
He be trying to be sarcastic and shit, but that should be coming off fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It be coming off weird as hell. Like he don't understand that shit or something. He just got some sick ass dark sense of humor, bro, that most niggas ain't getting. We don't get that shit.
Making fun at that, right? But simultaneously, indirectly, unintentionally making fun of himself because Kendrick also said, you know, it's not just that you have a baby girl at home, it's that, you know, hide your little sister from Drake. Like, he's into the baby girls. Allegedly. It's all hyperbole, all right? It's UMG's defense. That's the one I'm going for, all right? Protect hip-hop, protect battle raps, protect diss songs. Not Like Us is just hyperbole. Then you got, you know, one of those outfits Kanye West was talking about that makes Drake an embarrassment to any global region if he's representing North American hip-hop. Because look at this fit. He's got a little doll attached to his jeans. He's got these, I don't know what type of boots these are.
Now tell me this ain't no corn ass nigga, bro. Look at this shit. Look at this belt buckle. And then look at he always got this kiddish shit around him, bro. Something ain't right with this dude, man. For real, man. Look at these ugly ass shoes. These boots is horrific. I can't even lie, my nigga. I don't know. Something might be wrong with Drake mentally, bro, for real. Something might be wrong with him. We talking about Kanye and shit, but something might be wrong with this dude, bro. He might be going through some shit and ain't talking about it. And, you know, we overlooking that shit, but something mentally ain't right with this fella. I promise. Just the antics and just the way he handling all this shit just ain't right. I don't know.
Got this sweater full of crosses, and I mean, isn't he Jewish? Jews don't wear crosses, but we all know Drake is a little, you know, confused on his identity, to say the least. Anyways, then we got another shot of, you know, all these dancers lined up on this white platform, all dancing in, you know, separate lines, which is, again, the exact same look that we saw Kendrick do with all of his backup dancers at the Super Bowl. Then you got Drake in the middle of all these dancers, which is another callback to Kendrick. Here's Drake with the dancers, and then here's Kendrick at the Super Bowl, surrounded by all of his dancers. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The final scene of this video, the most obvious callback to Not Like Us. We know at the end of Not Like Us, really throughout the whole video, there was a bunch of different owl imagery, right? We saw Kendrick hitting the owl pinata, and then at the end, we saw an owl in a cage, and it zooms out and we see Kendrick staring at that owl trapped in the cage. Well, in the Nokia music video, the owls are back free. There's 6 owls, and they're all placed on what seems to be a cell phone tower or electrical poles.
Yeah, I think that's a cell phone tower or something. Look like something like that. Or some police ass shit. That's some police shit, man, that they have on top of the undercover car when they on the sting operation with the nigga with the wire on and shit. That what that look like. The hell going on?
The point is that they're free, right? And in a way, symbolically,
still
like,
worried about
this
Kendrick,
song
man.
freed Drake from the chains that Kendrick put him in, right? Like, Drake is
All this shit make this nigga look weak as hell, man. Look weak-minded and sensitive and desperate. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga trying any and everything to. It's bothering this nigga, man. That shit fucking with this nigga bad, bro. But he just keep doing more whole ass sucker shit, man. It just keep looking worse and worse, man. I don't know who. I know he ain't got no real niggas around him, bro.
Guy. He doesn't really care, or doesn't seem like he cares about his reputation. If he did, he wouldn't, have a whole music video where he's biting another artist. He wouldn't be constantly biting artists throughout his entire career, never giving them the proper credit. He wouldn't be, there's a lot of things he wouldn't be doing for a check,
Drake got mental issues, bro. He going through some shit like Kanye. Watch, he gonna come out. He gonna come out that he might be whatever Kanye diagnosed with. Drake got the same shit. I can get it though, when you feel betrayed or you feel like everybody turned their back on you and shit, you start doing you just don't get no fuck. But he gotta let this shit go with Kendrick though. He gotta let that shit go, bro. That ain't no good look. It's time to move on, fam. You lost. Keep that shit pushing, bro. He ain't dropped shit dope since, well, I liked the first half of Scorpion was dope. Then the shit with 21, some of that shit was dope. The shit where he was rapping on was dope. That was hard. But then after that, them other two albums was ass. Everything since then been ass, bro. I can't even front. It ain't for me. It wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of goofies with a check. Drake chases the check. This Nokia song put those checks back in his lap. This is an organic hit. It's still rising on the Billboard charts. I mean, it's not number one. Kendrick's song Luther is, but it hit its peak this week of number 7. And I think it debuted at number 10. So it's slowly rising on the charts. People are gravitating towards this song. It's the first hit he's had since this entire beef ended. And I mean, it was looking dark for Drake for a while, right? Like, no one knew, what his next move would be, if he'd be able to, regain the love from the public that he had once before, if he'd be able to put out these hits as effortlessly as he was doing at one point.
He fucked it up.
And I mean, he kind of did
though.
show us that, he still could produce a hit when he wants to. Is it formulaic? Is it generic? Sure. But is it a hit? It definitely is. Numbers don't lie. So this is kind of like his liberation from the horrible stain that Kendrick put on his reputation, at least from a numbers perspective, from the chart perspective. So all these, these 6 owls with him calling himself the sixth god, it kind of represents, he's back.
I'm gonna tell you what song was hard that he had. The No Face song was hard. He fucked it up with the video. But the song itself was hard though. And the beat was fire. I think that was Boy Wonder, might have been Boy Wonder on the beat. That shit was hard, but this ain't it.
Free.
He got to get back to rapping.
Free. But at what extent is he really free when he's still, obviously mentally hung up on this beef? We saw leaked messages between Drake and DJ Academics' Big Mac minion, Grand Wizard Chat Guy, where basically throughout the beef, that guy was sending Drake a bunch of different headlines related to the beef. He sent him when Rick Ross performed in Canada and his DJ got knocked out. He sent him Whitney's birthday since it fell on Mother's Day. And he also sent him a bunch of screenshots of the Not Like Us music video right before it actually released. I have a whole video breaking this down, but I found it interesting because a lot of the messages Drake chose to ignore. When the Big Mac minion sent him pictures of, Whitney's birthday, he ignored that. There was a couple other messages he ignored, but he most definitely did not ignore when they started teasing the Not Like Us music video. He was asking the guy, when did that come out? Who leaked that information? Where did they find that? When is it coming out? And it was a black and white still of Kendrick with Whitney and their 2 children to basically, show the world that all that BS Drake made up on Family Matters about Kendrick, raising Dave Free's kid and his kid not really being his, and him and Whitney, not getting along, not, being together, whatever the case is. He was showing in that picture that everything was all good. So obviously that kind of rattled Drake, and he literally used that one image from the Not Like Us music video to inspire the entire color scheme or lack of color scheme for this Nokia music video. It's all in black and white. Every shot, even these owls, look exactly like the same color pattern that we saw Kendrick and Whitney in the Not Like Us music video. And it's showing he really can't let this go. He can't let that moment go. The owl was liberated,
with him.
He finally got that hit. At this point, he could still consistently release hits again because
you can tell that shit fucking with him, bro. And it makes sense though. If the whole world 1 minute they rocking with you and your ego got you thinking you unstoppable, and then that shit just switched overnight, damn near. Yeah, that shit fuck with your ego and your pride and all that shit. He going through some shit like Kanye, bro. It's gonna come out eventually. Watch. They gonna break it down and it's gonna come out.
And prove the world, or the world prove to him that they'll still listen to his music. They'll still shoot his song up to, the top 10 of the Billboard charts. It might have been, kind of a hard climb up. Like, it took Nokia definitely a couple weeks to get to where it got to, but organically it became a hit. And even with that, he can't move on, right? Like, the song has nothing to do with Kendrick, nothing to do with Not Like Us. But the entire music video is a callback to the Super Bowl and the Not Like Us music video. And for what? Like, is it to troll Kendrick? Is it to say, like, I could do exactly what you do? I might be not like you, but I'm kind of like you. Is it to show that, like, you're still hung up on this thing? Is this, like, your victory lap, your form of victory lap? I mean, you're not really even dissing Kendrick in this whole thing. You're really just paying respects to him. Like, this whole thing looks like it was shot by PG Lang. All the visuals, all the stills, the dance moves, the choreography, the way all the dancers, the way you're placed throughout the different scenes and stuff. Like, this all looks like a PG Lang production.
Oh no, man, but good luck to Drake, bro. I think it's right now it seems like it's over with. If you ask me, this whole shit is over with. Anyway, y'all go to Rapaholic's page, subscribe, and click the like I did. Y'all watch the whole video over there, man. Let me see what else going on before I get out of here. I just came to try the new shit out, man. Make sure shit's smooth and moving right and playing back smooth and all this shit. Cause I've been slipping cause my Ethernet been tripping. It won't reach down here where I'm at. But what is this currency Harry fraud? Shit, we might be able to get away with this shit. Let's watch this currency video, man. Just for my jet life niggas, man. Currency Harry fraud, Fendi P, no wrinkles. Let's go out like I ain't gonna lie. Fendi P and currency, they got the same kind of demeanor. You know what I'm saying? Laid back and shit. I fuck with them niggas though. That's a good match, good team right there. Hey, I can't lie, currency and Harry fraud, they on too much miss, man. Cigarettes boat, still one of my favorites. This tape hard too though. I can't They'll Never Catch Us. That's the name of that album. Y'all need to get rid of that shit too. That shit fire. In my opinion. If that's for real rap niggas and real currency fans, you know what I'm saying?
Like the battery's fucking up or something? Like really get into it?
Yeah. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't even do that. We're actual RC guys. And we wouldn't even do that.
You got the RC guy on set.
No.
I need pointers.
We've got dials and
all right, y'all. We just came through for a quick minute, man. We probably gonna be back later on, man. I think I got this shit flowing smooth now and shit. Got everything back working normally and shit. So y'all hit the like, share, subscribe, comment if y'all ain't already. And we'll be back probably later on about 5 or 6. I might get back on here, man. But with your boy Young Tick, need to run the city. No cap rap news, man. We out.